You're trying to plan a surprise party, but your phone is a war zone of notifications. You've got Sarah in one chat saying she can't do Friday, Mike is asking if he should bring chips, a third friend is texting you for the address for the third time. It's a total mess. Information gets lost, people get left out, and your stress level is through the roof because you're tangled in a web of digital chaos. But what if you could streamline everything, every detail, every decision, in one clean, simple place? Today, I'm not just going to show you how to start a group chat. I'm going to show you how to do it the right way. And then I'll share the pro-level features that will turn you from a stressed-out texter into a group chat master, ready to plan anything. All right, let's start from square one. Creating the group is the first step, but doing it thoughtfully is the secret to keeping your sanity later. Most people rush this part. We're not going to. First, pop open the Messenger app. In the top right corner, you'll see a little pencil icon. That's your Compose button. Give that a tap. You'll see a few options. You're looking for Create a New Group, or on some phones, just Group Chat. Now for the part that's more important than you think, picking your members. As you type their names, Messenger will helpfully suggest your friends. Go ahead and select everyone you need for this mission. You can add up to 250 people, but for our surprise party, let's stick to the core planning crew for now. Be precise here and double-check that list. Trust me, there is nothing worse than accidentally adding the person the surprise party is for. It happens more than you'd think.
Once your team is selected, hit Next.
First things first, give the group a name. Seriously, this isn't optional. An unnamed group chat is a recipe for confusion. Be specific. Instead of group chat, call it Project Surprise Dave or Sarah's B-Day Bash HQ. This does two things. It gives the chat a clear purpose, and it makes it super easy to find later when you're scrolling through dozens of other chats. And there you have it. A solid foundation for an organized group.
Also, you can set up whether this is a group or a community. What is the difference?
When trying to understand the difference between Messenger communities and Messenger group chats, it helps to think about the scale and purpose of your conversation. A standard Messenger group chat is exactly what you're probably used to using every day. It's designed for smaller, private conversations with your friends, family, or close colleagues, acting as a single continuous message thread where everyone talks in one place. These groups are usually limited to around 250 members, and people generally need a direct invitation from a current member to join the discussion. Messenger communities, however, are newer features built for much larger networks of people who share a common interest, such as a school, a local neighborhood, or a large professional organization. These standalone spaces can hold up to 5,000 members and feel much more like a structured public forum instead of forcing everyone to talk over each other in one chaotic chat room. A Messenger community allows the creator to set up multiple separate topic-based channels under one umbrella, making it much easier to keep announcements, events, and casual chats completely organized. The final major difference between Messenger communities and groups comes down to privacy and how people discover them. While regular group chats remain strictly private and hidden in your normal inbox alongside your individual messages, communities are designed to be more open, allowing new members to join through shareable links. Because they're meant for broader public interaction, the conversations inside a community are visible to all current and future members who join the space, giving it a very different feel from a private group message.
Now that our group is set up properly, it's time to learn how to manage the conversation itself. A busy chat can get noisy fast. These next features are your secret weapons for keeping order and making sure important info doesn't get buried. First, let's talk about mentions. Need to get one specific person's attention? Maybe you need to ask Mike and only Mike if he can grab the cake. Just type the @ symbol followed by his name. Mike will get a special notification that he's been tagged even if he has the chat muted. It's the digital version of tapping someone on the shoulder. Use it to ask questions and delegate tasks to cut right through the noise. Next up, reactions. Instead of flooding the chat with 10 separate okay or sounds good messages, just use a reaction. Long press on any message and you can add a thumbs up, a heart, or a laughing emoji. It's a clean way to show you've seen something without blowing up everyone's phone with another notification. Simple, elegant, and tidy. Now for one of the most powerful but criminally underused features, threaded replies. Imagine you ask, "What time works for everyone on Saturday?" and 5 people chime in. Then the conversation drifts to what everyone's wearing. If someone adds another time suggestion 10 messages later, it's totally lost. To fix this, instead of typing in the main chat box, long press the specific message you want to respond to and hit reply. This neatly bundles your response with the original message, creating a mini conversation. It's an absolute game changer for keeping track of multiple topics at once. And finally, the ultimate tool for critical info, pinning messages. The address, the final date and time, the link to the gift fund, these are the details people will ask for again and again. Instead of repeating yourself, just send the message, then long press it and choose pin. This saves the message to a special pinned messages area at the top of the chat that anyone can check at any time. You can pin multiple messages, creating a digital bulletin board for your group. A group chat doesn't have to look so corporate. Messenger gives you some fun tools to inject personality into the space, which honestly makes planning feel less like a chore. Let's head back to our command center by tapping the group name. The easiest way to spice things up is with the theme. Messenger has a whole library of color gradients and full-on visual themes. Planning a birthday? Pick one with confetti and balloons. This changes the entire look of the chat for everyone, from the message bubble colors to the background. It's a small detail that instantly sets the mood. Next, let's customize the quick reaction emoji. By default, a quick double tap on a message gives it a thumbs up, but you can change that. In the settings, tap Quick Reaction and pick an emoji that fits your group's vibe. For our surprise party, maybe it's the shushing face emoji. It's a fun little inside joke for the group. For smaller, tight-knit groups, you can also assign nicknames. In the group settings, you can go through the member list and give everyone a custom nickname that only appears in that specific chat. This is perfect for close friends and adds a layer of personal fun. It reinforces the feeling that this isn't just another generic chat, it's your private space. Okay, we've covered the essentials. Now let's graduate to the real power user tools that solve the biggest headaches of group planning. The undisputed champion here is polls. Trying to decide on a date, a gift, or a food order can turn into an endless scroll of opinions. A poll makes it clean, democratic, and final. Just tap the little plus icon in the chat window and select Polls. Type your question, like what day is best for the party, and add your options. Members vote, and everyone sees the results live. No more manually counting preferences. You ask, they vote, a decision is made. It's the single best tool for making group decisions, period. Next is a feature to protect your sanity, the mute button. Even as the planner, you'll need a break when the chat explodes with off-topic memes. Tap the group name to get to settings and you'll find mute. The best part? You have options. Mute notifications for an hour, 8 hours, until you wake up, or until you manually turn them back on. This lets you step away and focus without leaving the group entirely. And what about finding that one message from 3 weeks ago? You remember someone mentioning a gluten-free bakery, but it's lost in the flood. Don't scroll for an hour. Go into the group settings and hit Search in Conversation. A search bar will pop up, letting you type in keywords like bakery or gluten-free. Messenger will instantly find every message with that word, saving you a world of frustration. As your plan comes together, you'll also need to manage who's in the group and, just as importantly, protect your own privacy. Adding a new member is easy. Go to Settings, select Add, and pick your contact. But what about removing someone? It can be awkward, but sometimes it's necessary. In the member list, just tap the person's name and you'll see the option to remove from group. Quick and simple. For larger projects, you might want to share the workload. That's where admin roles come in. As the creator, you're an admin by default, but you can promote others too.
Go to the member list, tap someone's name, and select Make Admin. Admins can do everything you can. Change the group name and photo, add or remove members, and pin messages. This is perfect for a co-planner who needs the same level of control. Now let's talk about the big one, privacy. Ever been randomly added to a sketchy group chat by a stranger? It's the worst. You can stop this from happening. While there isn't one magic block all groups button, you can get pretty close. These controls are in your main Facebook account settings, not Messenger. Open the Facebook app, go to Settings, and find How People Find and Contact You. By limiting who can send you message requests, you can drastically cut down on unwanted ads. It's your shield against being dragged into conversations you want no part of. And there you have it. You're now officially a Messenger Group Chat Pro. You know how to create, manage, customize, and secure your groups like an expert. If this guide helped you out, do me a huge favor and hit that subscribe button. And be sure to turn on notifications so you don't miss what's next. And while you're at it, tap the like button. It tells the internet we're doing good work here. Now, I've got a question for you. What's your favorite tip we covered today? Or do you have a secret trick that I missed? Drop it in the comments below. I love learning new things from you all. So, the next time you're stuck juggling a dozen different conversations just to plan one simple get-together, take a breath. Remember what you learned here, open Messenger, and build your central command center. By leaving that chaos of individual messages behind, you're not just making your life easier, you're making sure the surprise party for Dave actually stays a surprise. You've gone from a stressed-out coordinator to a calm, confident master planner. Now, go out there and plan something amazing.